In our previous episode, our riders left the quiet mountain roads behind to a place of towering homes, grand balconies, and breathtaking views of the sea. After exploring the estates, our riders continued their journey once more, crossing provinces and municipalities. They crossed bridges, past farms. Eventually, the road led them to the coast, and finally, their destination, the newly opened Camden City Ocean Park. And now, a new chapter begins. Our riders are no longer alone. Their friends follow along. More machines, more laughter. For adventures are rarely meant to be taken alone. And with friends beside them, the journey ahead becomes even more memorable. And together, they ride toward the next adventure. Instead of the busy main highways, they turn toward the coastal roads. A quieter path, a freer path. Here, the traffic thins. The air feels lighter. The road is calm. The pace is unhurried. For riders, this is a rare luxury. Less noise, more scenery, and just enough open road to remind them why they chose this journey in the first place. Small houses appear along the way, many proudly decorated with bright bougainvillea flowers. Beyond them lie quiet farmlands, fields teeming with corn and other lowland crops. And then the coconut trees begin to appear. 1, then 10, then an entire army of them. Tall, swaying guardians of the coast. The sea is near, not yet in sight, but very, very close. The riders continue along the coconut-lined road. Up and down it goes, bending and curving like a lazy ribbon through the countryside. Soon they catch a glimpse of the seaside. A vast sheet of blue that stretches across the horizon. Instinctively, the riders slow down. Some views simply deserve a moment. For riders raised among mountains, this sight is a rare treat. Endless water, a horizon that seems to go on forever. It is not every day they trade pine trees for waves. And today, fortune is on their side. The sky above is a brilliant blue, not a grumpy cloud in sight. Below it, the sea sparkles calmly in the sunlight. A perfect coastal day. Even the wind seems pleased, gently nudging the riders forward, as if to say, yes, today was a very good day to ride. The riders continue onward, passing the beautiful shores of Santiago Cove. Along the way, houses painted in bright blues and crisp whites. For a moment, one might wonder if the riders have somehow wandered into Greece. A Mediterranean illusion. Right here by the Philippine coast, the temptation to stop is strong. Very strong. But today, the riders have a different itinerary. Some places, it seems, are meant for another ride. And so, they press forward. Still accompanied by the endless blue beside them, the view is magnificent. Sea below, sky above. Two great oceans of blue, competing politely for attention. Eventually, the road comes to an end. It merges quietly with the busy main highway. And just like that, the peaceful coastal ride is over. The riders give the sea one last glance, a silent goodbye. But fret not, their destination lies just ahead. Behold, an underrated destination. Rising quietly above the town stands the remarkable Santa Maria Church, officially known as the minor basilica and shrine of Our Lady of the Assumption. It has watched over this land for more than 2 centuries. And in 1993, the church earned a prestigious title, becoming one of the UNESCO World Heritage Baroque Churches of the Philippines. But what truly makes this church unusual is its location. Most churches in the Philippines sit politely in the center of town. Not this one. This church chose the high ground. Built proudly on top of a hill, it overlooks the entire town below, like a silent guardian of faith and history. The church itself resembles a fortress. Thick brick walls, massive buttresses, and a separate bell tower that once doubled as a lookout during troubled times. To reach it, visitors must climb a long stone staircase of around 80 steps. A gentle reminder that even sightseeing occasionally requires cardio. For centuries, travelers, pilgrims, and curious wanderers have climbed these steps. Today, our riders are among them. From coastal roads and blue horizons to this hilltop shrine of history and faith. Helmets go back on, engines awaken once more. And now, our riders return to the road. Their visit to the historic Santa Maria Church comes to a close. A small convoy now moves forward, machines rumbling in cheerful harmony. Here, another bridge appears. One of many the riders will cross today, stretching calmly over the river below. It connects not just to pieces of land, but to small chapters of the journey. The riders continue onward, passing through more municipalities of this beautiful province, town after town, greets them quietly, each with its own market, church tower, and friendly roadside stores. The roads here are long and purposeful, built not only for travelers, but for farmers bringing rice, corn, tobacco, and other harvests to market. In fact, many of these roads were improved in recent years to connect small interior towns with the coast and the capital city of Vigan. For our riders, however, that means smoother journeys and more places waiting to be explored. The landscape rolls past like a living postcard, and the road simply keeps going. Soon, more coastal roads appear. Long ribbons of pavement running beside the restless blue. For a traveler in the Philippines, this is hardly surprising. After all, this is a nation made up of more than 7,000 islands, which means coastline is everywhere. Where there is coastline, there will almost certainly be a road. Coastal roads serve an important purpose here. They link fishing villages, seaside towns, and busy ports, connecting communities that rely on the ocean for their livelihood. For riders like these, it is a fortunate arrangement, because every few kilometers, another stretch of sea appears beside them. Soon, the riders approach the iconic Quirino Bridge, spanning the mighty Abra River. This bridge has long served as a gateway to Vigan City, and once they cross it, the historic streets of Vigan lie just a few minutes away. That is where our riders are headed. Vigan is not just any city. It is one of the best preserved Spanish colonial towns in all of Asia. The whole historic core, with its cobblestone streets, ancestral houses, and old plazas, was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1999. Our riders have heard tales of streets where time seems to slow, and horse-drawn carriages still clip-clop beside old shophouses. They all hold echoes of history, from Spanish colonization to local legends. And for travelers who like to look, listen, and wander, Vigan offers surprises in every corner. And today, our riders will see it for themselves. And at last, after a whole eternity of riding, they reach the city. But first, even the hardiest of travelers need a pause. A well-deserved rest before they continue exploring. In this video, watch as our riders experience the many faces of Vigan City, from the lazy, sunlit afternoons to the lively nighttime festivities, and finally, the quiet, misty dawn. Join them as they explore, taste, and wander, discovering a city that reveals something new at every hour.
it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand in the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.